Self-improvement means taking the steps to achieve a higher level of success in any area of your life. It's about continuously, I'll get into that in a minute, developing and refining your skills. We all want to be better versions of ourselves, and self-improvement is the key to that. However, I do think there is a dark side to the whole self-improvement movement. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I talk a lot about mindset, self-improvement, just bettering yourselves in general. But I did want to go over some of the downsides so you can be careful and try to watch out for it. The first thing that comes to mind is self-improvement is a long journey. That's no surprise. Everyone knows that. However, a lot of people are used to getting high levels of dopamine due to social media, alcohol, drugs, whatever it may be. So because we're used to getting a fix just like that, we get upset when we decide to improve ourselves, but when we wake up the next morning, we're not living in a mansion with a nice car. And in the cases where I think you do have a more linear path of self-improvement, the question is, when are you improved enough? When does it stop? I think because as people, we naturally evolve and seek evolution. But I think you have to be careful because I think it can put you in a vulnerable place emotionally. Because if you're constantly expecting self-improvement in some aspect of your life, I think you won't truly be happy because you always think that there's something wrong, something needs to be fixed. Even if it's okay, it could be better. And it's really hard to find the balance of, is this good enough? It can be better, but I'm gonna let it be. Next thing, self-improvement is a tough reality to wake up to. Self-improvement takes a lot of effort, not just physically, but mentally. And in order to self-improve, you're gonna have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Not a lot of us can do that. And I think that if you're not careful, it can bleed over into a sense of anxiousness. Because obviously if you're uncomfortable, you're not comfortable. I don't know how else to say it. Another mistake that I see a lot of people do, that I have done myself at times, is not having breakpoints and self-care time. If you're constantly working to be the better version of yourself without any pit stops, you're going to burn out. And you're gonna fall right back to where you were in the beginning. And no, not just self-care when it comes to a spa day, but mental evaluations and setting reasonable goals. Like for me currently, one of the things that I want to improve on is my financial situation. I want to be able to move out of my parents' house at some point, but focusing on now straight to that point is unreasonable. Let's start with me while I am in the house, not having to depend on them for food or clothing. Another thing is celebrating small successes. In order to self-improve, I think there is a level of delusion that you have to have, but it can be a bit problematic at times. If you don't take the time to celebrate the small wins, I don't think you can truly appreciate the big one. If your goal is to lose 100 pounds or 50 pounds, be happy that you lost 1 pound in the first place. That's a big achievement because not everybody can do that. Not everyone takes the initiative to even try to better themselves. In conclusion, self-improvement is important, but it is also important to find the balance of when to be delusional and when not to. I can't personally tell you what that looks like because your goals may be different than mine. Who you want to be may be completely different than who I want to be, but make sure you keep in mind as you continue on your journey. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.